Hi everyone, Mabel here from Girls on the Money. I'm taking a quick break from my workday just to reflect a little bit on what's going on in the market today and actually what has been going on since last week. Since Thursday and Friday we noticed that the market started going through a slight downturn. And today, the market was closed on Monday for the long weekend, and it's open again today, and it's continued to struggle, quote unquote, um, going through that downturn. If you notice, I don't really put too much attention to days like today. When the market is going through a downturn, if you follow me for a long time, you already know that I either don't pay attention to it. I have work to do. I have things to do with my life. So I'm not looking at my investment account freaking out. That's not what I do. That's not me. So I either just don't worry about it. I don't think about it, or I take the opportunity to look at my watch list of prospective investments, meaning companies that I wanted to buy before and maybe I thought they were too expensive, and I see if they're on sale now. Maybe I can grab them at a discount. So that is the approach that I take. And the reason why I'm able to remain calm and collected in days like today or like last week, or even what we went through in March, which was very scary if you went through the March downturn, is because, first of all, I invest in what I like to call high quality companies. Companies that I consider to have a strong financial standing. They're strong financially speaking, they have a lot of cash, very low debt or no debt. They're leaders in their industry. Despite of what's going on in the world, they're still thriving and making a lot of money. Those are the kinds of companies that I focus on. I don't like to invest in trashy things like penny stocks or things that I consider low quality. That is not my approach towards the stock market. So if you ever taken one of my courses or take a class in the future, you will notice that I teach my students how to find quality and how to invest in quality. Another very important thing that I do is that I invest for the long term. So when I buy a stock, first of all, I do a lot of research. I do my due diligence, which is something that I recommend everybody does. And then I hold on to my investment for at least 3 to 5 years or longer. My holding period is typically even longer than 5 years. If nothing has changed about the reasons why I bought a particular stock, let's say that the market is going through some kind of crazy downturn. I take a look at my investment portfolio and I look at each investment individually and I ask myself, has the reason for buying this particular investment changed at all? Has it changed for the worse? Have circumstances changed? If the answer is no, I leave my investments alone. Because something that you have to understand when it comes to investing is that the stock market doesn't go up in a straight line forever and ever. Something that a lot of beginners don't understand until later, obviously once they gain experience, is that if you buy a stock that has done well today, that has done well for quite a long time, and you buy it during a day when everybody's excited about the market and it's green and it's been going up so much, so oh my god, let me buy it because if it's gone up $500, it's probably going to go up and up and up $3,000 more. Okay, maybe it will over the long term, okay? But investments take breathers along the way, okay? High quality companies take breathers along the way. They don't go up in a straight line forever and ever. So that's a mistake that a lot of people do when they first start out. They buy a stock because there has been a lot of hype around it. So they're like, oh my God, it's expensive, but let me buy some shares because there's so much hype and, everybody's buying it and it's probably going to go up and up and up. So let me get on it now. And then they face disappointment when the market takes a breather, like it's been taking today and the last week. And that's something that's completely normal. And by breathers, I mean like the markets fluctuates, it goes down, it has its amazing months and weeks, and then it drops, because that's how the market works in the short term. It is a natural part of the market, okay? So going back to my point, people get all excited and buy these expensive companies thinking that they're going to go up and up and up forever. And then when the market takes a breather, they are disappointed. They're like, oh my God, now I'm losing money. I thought this stock was good and, I thought it was going to continue to go up forever, and now I'm down, I'm in the red, so let me sell it. So they sell it for no reason other than emotion, other than freaking out. If you're in the market buying and selling based on your emotions, that's a very dangerous thing to do, okay? The market is not a game, it's not a casino, it's not Vegas. It is a institution where you can grow your wealth if you know what you're doing. If you're doing your research, if you're buying quality, if you're investing for the long term, and if you understand that the market goes through fluctuations. If you're buying and selling, if you're selling when it drops and you're trying to buy when it's higher, that's an easy, think about that. That's an easy way to lose your money fairly quickly, okay? So be careful with that. That's what I have to say. So let me bring it back to my major points. Educate yourself so that you can invest in quality companies. Understand that you're investing for the long term because the stock market is crazy, unpredictable, volatile. It does random things in the short term. However, when you invest in quality, it's extremely rewarding in the long term. And the long term means 3 to 5 years or longer, okay? And I'm talking about investing here. I'm not talking about day trading. I'm not talking about options trading. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about being an investor, okay? Number 3, you have to have patience and you have to understand that the market fluctuates. I know I repeated that a lot, but I want to bring this point across. It doesn't go up on a straight line forever. It takes breathers along the way. Okay, so just keep that in mind, all right? And then if the market is going through some type of downturn on a random day like today, like last week, like it will happen again at some point in the future once, it'll recover at some point. Who knows when? Maybe this week it'll go back to being all excited and green and all of that. Who knows? Nobody can tell you when the market is going to drop. Nobody can tell you when the market is going to continue to go up again. If anybody tells you that they can predict what the market is going to do from one day to the next, they're lying to you, 100% lying to you. There's no way to predict that, okay? Zero way, no way, okay? A lot of people try to take advantage of others by claiming they can predict what the market is going to do. I am here to tell you that is all a scam and that is false. If we knew what the market is going to do from one day to the next, we will all be millionaires or billionaires, like I like to say. So what I was going to say is when the market is going through some type of crazy struggle or whatever is going on today, look at your investment portfolio. Look at each of your investments individually and ask yourself, are you invested in quality? Has the reasons for you buying these investments changed in any way? Have the company gone through something that changed your perspective of the business? Ask yourself those questions. If nothing has changed, if the investments in your portfolio are just dropping because the market as a whole is dropping and you're just selling or want to sell based on emotion, take a pause because you might regret it later. And again, I cannot speak for everyone. I don't know if you're watching this and you have investments, I don't know what you have in your portfolio. I can't tell you this company is good, hold on to it, or this company is probably trash, so why are you holding it in the first place? I cannot tell you that because I'm not giving you personal advice at all. I'm just giving you a general overview of how the market operates, but just keep those points in mind. And yeah, stay the course, stay calm and collected. And again, what I teach, what I share in my platform applies only to investors. People that invest buy, stock in or funds in high quality type of investments, and then they hold on to them for the long term. They grow in their wealth over time. They're not concerned with the day-to-day fluctuations of the market. And one last thing I wanted to mention is the reason why the market as a whole seems to be dropping, as at least from what I read in the Wall Street Journal and other publications, is that the big companies that have been going up so much in the past several months, like for example, Apple or Tesla or Google or Amazon, these major tech companies, they're taking a breather. Their stock price has dropped because they've gone up by so much over the past several months. So it's normal for them to for some people to take some profits, and that lowers the price of the stock. And that brings me back to my original point that the market doesn't go up on a straight line. Never. Okay, so keep that in mind. And because those major companies have, the stock price has been dropping, it kind of affects the market as a whole, because they're like the biggest companies in the world. So imagine the price of the biggest companies in the world dropping in value, then obviously that affects the entire market. And obviously the uncertainty around what's going to happen with the economy, the Federal Reserve, monetary policy, the election, all of that together makes a perfect storm for the market to go through fluctuations. Okay, but this is normal. Today it could be that the big tech are taking a breather. Tomorrow it could be the election is near. The next day it could be that somebody tweeted something crazy and the market reacted. It could be anything. Sorry about that. It could be anything. I get emotional with this topic. The point is that you shouldn't be making decisions based on emotions. Become an educated investor so that you can stay calm and collected and that you know what you're doing. And that's it for today's rant. Thank you for watching. If you have any question whatsoever, you know that I'm here for you. I'm here to teach you, to simplify investing, to calm you down whenever the market is going to something crazy. And I'm here for you. Any questions, send me a DM, send me an email. Even if you just want to say hi or let me know what you want to see more of in this page, I will be more than happy. I welcome any comments. Feedback. I'm more than happy to welcome all of it. Have an amazing day, and thank you for being part of the Girls on the Money community. Bye bye.